Hang on, I'm just starting to record now. Don't be funny yet.
Okay.
Wait till the episode's over before you're funny.
Why? Okay.
Just
Why would I?
Trust me. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a little show called Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. It's a podcast, and my name is Greg Benson.
My name is Greg Benzine, and Greg, did you know that lettuce is also called Lactuca sativa?
Of course I did.
Lactuca.
Yeah, I know that. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
Aren't you glad that I specified that this is a podcast? We've done a lot of episodes, but I've never let people know for sure what this is.
Oh.
And I thought it was just time.
You never said it was a podcast?
I don't think I have. No, but just to let you guys know what you're listening to or watching, this is a podcast.
So this is a huge reveal then.
It really is. My mom visited me in town like a week ago, and I asked her if she listened to podcasts, and she said no, she doesn't have podcasts. She doesn't know what that is.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like when people tell me like, "Oh yeah, no, I haven't seen your Twitch. I don't have Twitch." I'm like, "It's just a website. Do you not have websites?"
Yeah.
I think everybody's got podcasts. Everybody's got Twitch. They haven't bothered to Google what they are.
Yeah, you have. I mean, everyone has it's the internet, right? Everything is free and great. and perfect,
I don't have
right?
internet. Yeah, no,
you don't.
I would agree with you, but I don't have internet.
Oh,
I guess if
Greg,
someone said I don't have internet, then that would mean they don't have podcasts and they don't have Twitch. By the way, I have a show on Twitch. It's called Bad Movies Live. It's on every Friday and Sunday at twitch.tv/mediocrefilms. Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific, Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific.
This podcast is one long commercial for Greg. That's what this is.
It's truly the greatest live stream ever in the world.
I got a text.
What? Let's hear
letting me know.
Oh, is it about plans to bomb people? And
wow, no. Why would you ask that?
Well, because listen, people know that we're about a month ahead of time. So the news that we're talking about is like a month old by now. But I'm referring to the journalist from the Atlantic who is included on a text chain with plans to bomb the Houthi or whatever their name. I don't know how.
Okay,
I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't know how to pronounce it. Houthi.
Hamu Capucci.
Okay, Hamu Capucci, sure, yeah.
So they, I don't know. I don't mean to make jokes about people dying, but anyway, everything's fine. That's all I'm trying to say. Everything's absolutely fine. Yeah.
And my text has nothing to do with that.
By the way,
I want to point out the government isn't involved.
Okay, let me just point out real quick before you get onto your text. I want to point out everything is fine with those texts because they did not come from Democrats. As long as they come from Republicans, it's fine. If it's from Democrats would be in major trouble and everybody would be fired.
Yeah.
But with Republicans, it's all going to be fine. That's my prediction. You guys will know a month later, like if everybody's still fine, if nobody's been fired. We'll see.
The way it's shaping up, I don't think anyone will be. But
because it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, this text had nothing to do with that at all.
Great. Let's hear your political text.
Okay, it's not. It's my manager letting me know that my video is approved to go live on Friday for Wheezy Waiter. YouTube.com/Wheezy Waiter.
Great.
My YouTube channel where I make videos.
Okay. Now this whole thing just like one long commercial for Wheezy Waiter.
Sure.
The greatest YouTube channel that has ever existed.
Yes.
That's a free plug.
Yes.
I didn't even charge you for that.
You. Wow. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you asked me to make a video for you by yesterday? Did I do that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you still could. You could today. You still could. You could actually until Friday when the video goes live.
Okay. I'll make it. I'll probably make it after the video
Friday.
goes live.
If you did it on Friday, I would be a little annoyed because that'd be a little right before the video is going live. But
all right, hang on. I'm gonna make a note here. I'm just gonna write down Craig's video.
And you know who else didn't send me?
What's that?
You know who else didn't send me one yet is Hank Green. So, What is he busy? What?
I just forgot. I've been busy too. I've been taking care of my family. My wife has been sick, and my son has been sick. There's been a lot of vomiting lately.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
In your house, or are you just
and
talking?
finally, my wife and son said, "Stop vomiting and take care of us."
Okay.
And,
Okay. Why were you vomiting? You weren't sick.
Sometimes I try to just do things just to get out of taking care of them, and I'm like, I can't
okay.
take care of you guys. I'm throwing up, and I'm putting my finger down my throat. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're
Okay.
like, stop
Wow.
it, and take care of us. We're sick.
Wow. You could just say you were sick also, and lay in bed.
No,
you didn't have to.
You have to prove it.
Yeah, but did they see you put your finger in your mouth?
They did, unfortunately. They're like, we can tell you're forcing yourself to throw up. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Oh my God. Well, then after you threw up, you probably didn't feel so good. So
actually, after you throw up, you usually feel better. You feel lighter.
I suppose. You might.
By the way,
right,
I didn't throw up this
so.
morning, but I do feel lighter. Do I look lighter? Do I look like a little more svelte?
No. You look about the same.
I should look better because I lost like 2 pounds this morning.
No, see, I'm not going to encourage that kind of behavior, Greg. I'm not going to.
Seriously, though, it was one of those. You're like, where'd all that come from? It was one of those.
Oh my God!
Did I not go the past 2 days? Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about other stuff. Listen, so people know that we're about a month behind. So let's talk about George Foreman, because George Foreman died. He will always be best remembered, of course, as the inventor of the grill.
No.
Yep. George Foreman, the inventor of the grill.
He will be remembered
for
for that, for sure.
Yeah, he invented the grill. People would not be able to grill sandwiches if it were not for George Foreman.
No. What kind of sandwich are you grilling?
A ham and cheese sandwich, obviously.
You put it on the grill every time you make one?
A grilled ham and cheese sandwich. Yeah. You put it on the grill that George Foreman invented just for this purpose.
Okay.
Get that cheese all melty.
Just for sandwiches?
It's only for sandwiches. That's all you can put on it. It's the George Foreman sandwich grill is what it's called.
And it's the only grill there is.
That's correct.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know this about him.
He did not invent a grill. No, he didn't. He invented. I mean, he invented his grill, but he didn't invent the grill.
No, I'm pretty sure he invented the grill. But a lot of people don't know one thing they don't know about George Foreman, and this is going to surprise a lot of you. He was also at one point boxing heavyweight champion of the world. Did you know that? The inventor of the grill also liked to box. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's first and foremost what he's known for.
I think he's known for the grill. I bet more people have the grill than have like his boxing champion belt or whatever. I think.
Yeah, because he had the boxing.
Well, he doesn't have it now. He doesn't have anything now. You can't take it with you, is what they say.
But
when you die, you can't take your boxing belts with you. You know the old Shakespearean expression.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah,
he is more known for the grill. That's right. Yeah,
absolutely.
Because of that. Sure.
So, but a lot of people, we get so many cards and letters, and we get like boxes that are filled with letters, and then you have to put the letters together in the correct order to read the message and all that stuff that you guys send us. And one of the main questions you guys asked us is, how do I become the boxing heavyweight champion of the world? And I'm going to tell you, it is much easier than you think.
Really?
So I'm going to tell you guys how to become the boxing heavyweight champion of the world in one easy step. Super easy. Anybody can do it. Step 1, compete in boxing matches and win enough of them so that you become the boxing heavyweight champion of the world.
I feel like everyone knows that already.
Done.
That's
done.
No, I think that's implied in the question of how
all
to
you
become.
have to do.
Yeah.
It is so easy.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it. A child can do it.
No.
A tiny little baby. No, I'm a baby. I can't even put my fingers together. Ooh, what are these hands?
Why do you sound so like you're talking down to babies when you're
that's just
talking
how
about
babies talk. That's how babies talk.
Yeah. But when you bring up babies, you sound like you have such disdain for babies.
Well, because they are lazy. No, babies.
Little baby.
Yeah, because first of all, they always act like a baby. Which nobody likes people who act like a baby. You know what I mean?
Babies. I think people are fine with babies acting like babies.
No.
Okay.
If you ask anybody, do you like when people act like babies? No, I don't. And I should know. I'm a former baby. Okay,
Yeah.
I used to be a baby, so you can trust me. I'm an expert, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you do have license to talk down to babies because you were one. So
Exactly.
I suppose.
Yeah. They call it a driver's license.
No.
No, that you're right. That's a different kind of license. Fishing license. They call it a fishing license because sometimes when you want a compliment, you fish for them. Oh my God, I went fishing one time with some friends, caught 8 compliments.
But what does that have to do with babies? What does that have to do with talking down to
That's
babies?
Listen, that is exact.
Yeah.
You've just summed up this podcast.
Yeah.
You just summed it up in a neat, tidy little package. And then you've wrapped it up and you've given it to a friend for Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the gift. Am I
Go ahead,
acting
open
as
it.
sketch now?
Open
Yeah,
it.
okay.
I summed up what this podcast is for you.
Okay, let me open up this gift.
Yeah.
Oh, you got me bullshit. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a little concerned about this. I don't know if the collar's supposed to do this right here. You see this part right here?
Yeah,
I'm
I
a little
see it.
concerned about this.
Can you straighten it up?
I don't
Straighten it
think
out?
so. No, it's just like sticking out right there. I want to apologize to everybody who's watching this on YouTube. I didn't know about this before we started, and I don't want this. Anyway, if you're listening, just disregard this part. You know, they're not listening. They're
Now
probably.
I can't stop looking at it now.
I know. Here, let me put something that's less distracting over it. Here we go.
Okay, he's
There you
putting
go.
a baseball cap on his collar. Okay. And it's advertising Bad Movies Live. So
It's advertising what?
Wheezy Waiter, youtube.com/Wheezy Waiter.
Anyway, I'm sure people aren't listening to this part anyway. They're all out competing in boxing matches so that they can become the next boxing heavyweight champion.
They
of the world.
already know how to become the heavyweight boxing champion.
Well, then
they
why-
have to compete.
why aren't they?
But they
Then why
also
aren't
have
they
to
the-
be heavyweight to compete in the heavyweight
well,
boxing
it's not my
champion.
fault if people don't gain enough weight to be a heavyweight. You know,
Okay,
get out
well, you
there,
gotta
get out
say
there
that.
and eat more fast
It
food.
is your
gain
fault if they're
300,
listening to
400
you. There
pounds.
you-
How much do you have to be a heavyweight? 400, 500 pounds? How much do you have to be?
That seems like too much. But
I
let
don't
me
know.
see.
That's why they call it
How-
heavyweight. It's not called middleweight.
Much weight to be a heavyweight.
I'm going to guess
boxer.
500 to 1,000 pounds.
No, that seems like way too much. It's
Maybe to you.
200 pounds.
Okay, yeah, but let me just point this out. If you're fighting someone who's 200 pounds, but you weigh 800 pounds, you're going to be 4 times better than them.
No, well, you'll be 4 times heavier than them. Yeah.
But could they knock you over? I bet they couldn't. You could just lay on top of them and then bam,
I don't
you've
know.
won.
I feel like you might be easy to knock out. I think if they hit your head, I think you might.
Yeah, but let's say you're so tall they can't reach your head. Let's say you're like 9-10 feet tall and they can't even reach your head. So you gain weight and height, and you were like, it's like instant win.
I feel like it would be hard for you to lift yourself up to fight if you weighed 800 pounds.
Not if it's all muscle. See, you're not thinking, man.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
just saying words that don't even make sense.
No,
If
I'm
you
making plenty of
think
words.
If you stop and think,
Plenty of words that make sense. Yeah, I'm thinking.
would
Yeah.
just for 1 second, think about what you're saying before you say it, man. That's all
Sure.
I'm saying,
Yeah. Okay.
man.
Okay. Right.
You hippies are all alike.
Listen, how do you listen? You're disregarding the part of the journey to becoming a heavyweight. That's I feel like very important.
Oh, is it
Which is you have
eating
to-
eating the raw eggs, cracking them in a cup and then just drinking them? That part?
Well, if you mean eating protein to build muscle, that's probably good.
All I
But,
remember is from the Rocky movie. He
Yeah.
was a champion and he drank raw eggs in a glass.
that was just a very efficient way to get protein.
Yeah, is it
but-
safe though?
No, probably not. I mean,
Yeah, I don't recommend that.
you
to people.
probably be fine. Like if the odds are low that you're gonna get sick from it,
Yeah.
but you could, and so you probably shouldn't.
I've heard that with the bird flu this year. By the way, I don't know if there's still a bird flu 4 weeks
Yeah.
from now because we're 4 weeks ago. I'm
Sure.
in the past right now, folks.
Sure.
I don't know if there's still a bird flu, but I heard you're supposed to cook your eggs, fully. You're
Yeah,
supposed to fully
yeah.
cook them to make sure.
Yes. But even then, even if you don't, even with the bird flu right now, the risk is still pretty low.
Is it?
But do you want to take the risk? I don't. So yes, I would cook your eggs.
I used to play the
But-
game Risk,
Okay, sure.
but I never
listen,
finished
Greg,
it. I never had the patience to finish that game. Just like
how
I've
mu-
never
how
finished
much-
Monopoly.
How much you weigh actually doing the fight? Yes, those are important things.
Yeah.
But you also have to have skill. You also have to have skill to fight better than the other fighter.
Here's the thing. I think you
Yeah.
either have to have skill
Yeah.
or a skill saw. Imagine if you
Okay.
walked into the ring with a skill saw plugged in on an extension cord,
Oh yeah,
and you
okay.
just
You'd have
started
to plug
wielding
it in.
it.
Well, could you just do battery powered? Sure. Yeah.
Can you imagine how much damage you could do to another heavyweight boxer if you had a skill saw in the ring? And that's something.
Sure.
That's something I bet none of you have ever seen happen.
I hope that doesn't happen.
You could do a lot of
but
damage.
That would be illegal. They wouldn't allow that in the match.
I mean, how do you know until you've tried it? Here's the deal: people
Because there are
people
rules,
love
'cause you
fights.
could look
People
up-
love to
there are-
see
yeah.
violence and hitting and
Yeah.
blood. You're going to
Sure.
get more blood than has ever been in any fight if you go into that ring with a skill saw.
That's true, but that's illegal. It's illegal just out in society to saw someone with a saw, but also in the game in the match.
So if you do it, they'll
it's,
go like illegal
against the
move.
rules.
They'll go like illegal move number 43 offsides.
Is that the symbol for a legal move?
Yeah,
You-
illegal
you-
move.
You
43
rub the top
offsides.
of your fist
Go
with
to
your other hand.
Go sit in the
That's-
corner, and then they make you go sit in the corner.
Well, no, I think you'd probably be arrested if you were trying to saw someone with a saw.
I had
Yeah.
a girlfriend once who was breasted.
I think you probably all your girlfriends, I imagine.
Not all of them.
Okay,
Not all
that's
of
fine. But listen, Greg.
Yes, I'm
I
listening.
feel like I want to know some tips on how to gain the skill to be better at boxing. And not skill saw. That just happens to also have the word skill in it. I want
Okay.
skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you do
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
you get bell peppers, and I would recommend green and red bell peppers because
Okay, he's talking about a skillet now. He's talking about a skillet.
How did you know? How did you know?
I just know these things.
Oh, you're good, Benzine. You are
Yeah.
good. Man,
I also
you,
make jokes, Greg.
Yeah,
I
you
also
do. You know,
that.
you gotta
Yeah.
try one of these times when you make a video for YouTube. You should try making it a comedy video. Wouldn't that be great to make people laugh with one of your videos?
I mean, I used to do that exclusively, but
Oh my god, that would be so great. That would be great. I would love to see you. I mean, at least try to make a comedy video. That would be terrific.
well, I will say I have a new show on my second channel. It's called
Please tell us all about it.
The New Show.
Oh my god, great!
And I'm trying to do
You have a new show.
new things that haven't been done before. On
Great.
YouTube.
It's on your
I
second
try-
channel. You said.
Yeah, and there's 3 episode 1s because I keep screwing it up. So I'm
okay.
starting up, but yeah, there's
Starting
3
over.
of them now.
You know, can I recommend since you basically are going to try like another episode 1, try
Yeah.
going into a boxing ring with a skill saw and just see what
Okay.
happens because that's a new thing.
yeah.
Nobody's ever done it.
I mean, I don't know that no one's ever done it, but it seems unlikely.
Well,
'Cause-
you're going to be the first one on YouTube, I bet.
now, do I have to have a plug-in skill saw, or can it be battery
Yeah,
powered?
no, don't do battery because you
That
can't.
makes it more difficult. That makes it
can't-
even more difficult.
Yeah, but
if
you
I have
can't
to
rely
plug
on
it in.
batteries though. If
I'm
it's
gonna have
plugged
to-
in, then you've always got power for it.
I'm gonna have to find an outlet. I'm gonna have to have an extension cord.
That's correct. Hey, listen, boxing is
Yeah.
not easy. It requires all these things. You know, that's
No,
what
it doesn't. No. That doesn't. It doesn't require this. No.
it's standard boxing stuff.
Yeah. Greg,
all that
how
is.
do I train for boxing? What exercise? What
Okay.
exercise do I have to do?
First,
What-
you buy a ticket at the station.
Okay. Yeah. He's talking about a train station, folks. Yeah.
That's correct. And then you train there. Once you show your ticket, and then you can do all your training there.
Okay. How can I get you to actually talk about what you're supposed to do?
I don't know, man.
without-
Didn't you hear
without
me say
using
I'm
words,
a former
without
baby?
using words.
Look, didn't you hear me say I'm a former baby? I don't know things. The world is new to me. It's all
Okay.
new. I walk around every day going, "What is life? What is life?"
Well, you're a former baby. You've
Yeah.
been around for many years.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm always a baby at heart.
Are you? I guess you kind of are. You guess you kind of are.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we all are when it comes down to it. We're all a baby at heart, aren't we? Oh, but listen, before we get into the secret Patreon part, I actually have some pretty cool news to share.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, because it's been a couple weeks since we have actually recorded one. We skipped last week because we were both busy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were busier than I was. I could have done it, but you couldn't do it because you had things that were more important to you than doing it.
Yeah.
So, but that's
Yes.
fine.
Okay, wow. Yeah, okay. Turn the audience against me. Sure. Yeah.
But since the last episode, I learned CPR.
What?
Pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that for a show?
In the next couple of months, I'm going to learn the other 23 letters.
Okay.
So I'm pretty excited about that because
all right.
there's 26 letters. That's a lot.
Sure. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a lot of letters.
Yeah. But why choose CPR? 'Cause that
It's just the
seems
class that I took. I heard there's a CPR class. I'm like, great. Might as well start there. You don't have to learn them in order, A lot of people learn them in order.
Yeah. And they generally kind of learn them all at once. Like they're just kind of.
No, that's ridiculous. How can
There's
you
a
learn?
whole song.
I learned everything about the world at once. No, it's not possible.
I mean, 3 at a time seems slow. It seems like a slow.
but
build.
that's how you make it stick.
Sure.
I
mean, I know the alphabet very easily.
Okay. Well, now you're just showing off, and I think it's cool. And
There's a whole song.
I love
Greg.
that you're ahead
There's
of me. It's
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
that you're ahead of me. You don't have to brag, man. I'm
Tone
excited
of
for
your
my
voice
accomplishments.
sounds like you're a little upset that
I'm a little upset
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I am proud of my accomplishments, and I came here to say this is something that I'm proud of. And you're like, oh yeah, well I know 10 times what you know.
Greg, generally I love it. I love to encourage progress. I love it when people are trying to better their knowledge.
Thank you.
But I will say that you learning 3 letters at however old you are right now
I'm
is
187.
pathetic. It's pathetic.
Really?
You're it's shameful actually. You should know more than this. I know. Greg.
Now I'm just sad.
Greg. Now listen, I
was so proud of myself.
I don't feel that bad because I know this isn't true. But Greg, there's a whole song you could learn that will help you remember all the letters.
Oh yeah, is it? I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways.
How would that help you learn the letters?
Because you can change your own ways. You can learn things by just changing your ways. And if you look at yourself in the mirror, then you can be like, oh, you know what I should stop inviting young children to Neverland. That's what I should probably do. And I should stop touching children. That's probably if you're Michael Jackson and you're looking in the mirror,
sure,
that's probably what you could learn from yourself.
I suppose but so then how does that help you?
I've lost the train of thought here. I don't really know what you're talking about. Sometimes, Craig, you move so fast on this podcast. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I'm just talking at actually probably kind of a slow pace because you're doing a lot more of the talking most of the time.
Okay, I'm going to let you do all the talking for the Patreon-only bonus section, which starts right now. This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast. And that's the end of the Patreon-only bonus section. Man, that was good.
That was pretty good.
We
Pretty
talked about
good.
important things.
Mildly important. Very mildly important.
Yeah, we did a shout out to 2 of our new patrons. So if you guys want a shout out, you should pay us $3 a month. That's what it costs to get a shout out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
either on Patreon or just mail it to me in an envelope. Just put 3 ones in an envelope.
Greg, it's talking about money is uncomfortable. Is that uncomfortable for you to talk about money? It's uncomfortable to me.
It might be uncomfortable, but you just wait. I'm going to get like thousands of dollars in the mail next week.
Okay.
From people who just put $3 in an envelope and address it to Greg Benson, Los Angeles, California. The postmaster knows where I live.
Okay.
I'm very well known out here.
Wow. So you just your name.
Yeah.
Is all they need.
Greg Benson, Los Angeles, California. You don't even have to put a zip code. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems like you should beef up security there. If that's the case.
Here's the deal. I own so much property in all of Los Angeles. It's
Yeah.
all billionaires do. That I basically am everywhere all the time.
You're a billionaire.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a billionaire. I feel like you would be.
Okay, I'm not a
living a
billionaire. Maybe I'm not a
different
billionaire,
lifestyle.
but I'm definitely in the top 1% of the top 50%.
Oh
No.
that
No,
would.
I'm in the top 50% of the entire 100% is what I meant to say.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's
Pretty cool.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm
it seems like
I'm
you're
the better
doing
half,
okay.
as they say. The better
You're
half.
doing okay.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
You're at least doing okay. Yeah.
How about that? How about that? How about
That's fine. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Well,
yeah.
sometimes actors like to change the way they say the lines. They're like, "Oh, my line is how about that?" So, how about that? No, let me try it like this. How about that? Hang on, let me try one. How about that? Nah, that one doesn't work. And then you choose whatever sounds best. That's how actors say their lines.
And then you went, how about that?
How about that? Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
So that's all acting is. You get lines, you figure out which word to emphasize. Boom, you're an actor.
Don't you want to? If the role is bigger, I think you'd want to, know where the character's coming from.
No.
and,
You just have more lines to emphasize different words. That's all you have to do.
It's not just about
Yeah.
emphasizing words. I mean,
and sometimes you
depending
can
on
shout the lines, and sometimes you
Yeah.
can whisper the lines. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Don't you want to know? Yeah, but don't you want to? I feel like you're gonna. The end result's gonna be kind of inconsistent and probably not great. I think you'd want to know the character so you can be consistent.
Let me point out, Craig,
know?
you obviously don't know a
Yeah.
lot about acting, but you're referring
Sure.
to
Yeah.
internal things. And what do people see when they go to the movies? They see the external part of an actor. They see the face and the body. It's all external. So all you have to do is know which words to emphasize,
Greg-
use your face and your body. Sometimes you're like, oh, I want to
Yeah.
make this face. So I say, how about that? You kind of make how about that?
Sure. I feel like that last how about that really convinced me. But
yeah, like let's say that I'm a cashier,
Yeah.
and then I'm giving someone their change, and instead of like counting out the change, the line is how about that,
Yeah.
So I go, how about that, and then they get their change,
but
and they're like, thank you for you gave me
why would
correct
you
change.
Why would you say it like that? Why would you what's that character?
Because I made an acting choice. I made a choice as an
But
actor.
Greg, you say yes, it's all external, but it's also all external in reality. Like when we hear people talk to us, that's all external.
I know. That's all I'm saying.
but-
so use your external faces.
But if you're
going to
make
movements.
a random decision only on external things,
It's not random.
Every shot, every scene.
Didn't you hear that I've tried to make choices? I'm making actor choices.
Yeah, but they're random because they're not based on the character. They're just
Okay,
they're just
look,
based
life is
on-
random.
Yeah.
Life is random. You could be driving down the street, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're hit by like a motorcycle, and then you both all of a
But
sudden are fine.
people are their internal character. It does stay the same in their real life. Like they can't change it. It just is who they are.
Okay,
you know?
great. See, so you don't even have to do the work that you can just be. You can just be. Be yourself is what they say.
I mean, if you can do that, you're probably a good actor. Yeah, but maybe
Thank you.
not necessarily just
Thank
be
you very
yourself, unless the character is similar to you. But if
Hey, Craig, honestly,
yeah.
I appreciate the compliment. It's so nice that you give me compliments, and I'm proud of my acting and my ability. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for the compliment.
I don't. I'm just talking hypothetically about acting. I wasn't.
Thank
really
you. That's
giving
really
a
sweet.
compliment.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy.
What was?
I just appreciate the compliments. It's really, really
You know
nice.
what, Greg? I think you are a good actor. I
Okay.
think you
All right.
are.
Now you're going a little too overboard.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sure.
a little too far right now.
Okay. Sorry.
By the way, I
yeah.
listen. There's a comment. There's a comment somewhere, and I don't know where it is. I think it was on one of the YouTube videos. I forgot to get a screenshot of it, but someone made a comment that I'm a jerk, but that, and which is true. I'm such a jerk.
On this podcast, you absolutely are a jerk.
No.
Yeah, sure.
No, in person and everything. I mean, you've met
okay.
me in person.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolute jerk.
Yeah. Total.
And people know that about me. It's obvious. It's obvious. But
Yeah.
they said something about that. Even though I'm a jerk, I make them laugh so hard they can't breathe, and I appreciate that. And I'm sorry that you can't breathe, and I really hope maybe you start breathing at some point.
He's
Because
just trying to sound not like a jerk right now.
breathing is important. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's just an expression. I mean, maybe they for a brief time they can't breathe because they're laughing, but they'll go back to breathing. I think
Okay.
people generally know that they're supposed to breathe,
Okay.
right?
What?
What's going on?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just tuned out. Look, you were talking,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is not me talking now. I'm not interested.
Yeah. See, that's the jerk thing they're talking about. That's the.
Have you ever taken out a loan, Craig?
For a house, yes.
Oh man, that's so cool. Did
Called
you
a
pay?
mortgage.
Did you pay it back? I hope you paid it back.
I'm slowly paying it back.
Well, if you-
and for a car that we have.
Okay,
Yes.
look, if you owe money to people, you should just pay it back. Don't just hang on. Just pay.
No,
pay
because
money
the
back.
interest rate on the loan is less than I think I will make in investing, so I don't pay it all back. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Whatever. Oh, I took out a loan last week, and I'm very excited because I'd never done it before.
You've never taken out a mortgage or
No. I'm the kind of guy like, look, if I want to buy something,
Yeah.
I just save up and buy it. But sometimes
Okay.
things get so expensive that you can't afford them, so you have to take
Right.
out a loan. So I saved
you.
up, and I still had. I was like, no, I better just go ahead and take out a loan because sometimes you don't want to use your own money for a purchase.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
So I took out a loan last week. I had to go to the bank. I had to fill out all sorts of paperwork and references. I had personal references. They said, give us references of someone who's trustworthy. Someone who you work with regularly, who knows you, and can vouch for your character. So that's why I didn't put you down. I put it on another. Another
Okay.
thing. Anyway, so I got a
Wow.
loan and
Okay.
I used it and I went and made my purchase and I bought a dozen eggs and some blueberries.
How much was the loan?
$14,000.
Oh, Jesus. But is there interest that you're going to have to pay on this loan?
Yeah, it's 190%.
190%. But why? What did you tell them? Why would they give you that money for eggs and?
I just told them I wanted breakfast. I'm like, you know what? I love protein.
I don't think they would
I
give
love-
you the money for
I love
that.
antioxidants, and they're
Sure.
like, you should get eggs and blueberries. I'm like, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I feel like there's some sort of miscommunication at this bank because I don't think they'd give you that much money just for eggs and.
They do. I got a reliable bank. It's the United States Bank of Sperm. It's the sperm bank. I went to the sperm bank and I got a
Sure.
$14,000 loan to buy eggs and blueberries.
Who are you talking to at the sperm bank?
Apparently, that's what this bit is. This bit is about me going to a sperm bank and borrowing $14,000.
I still don't understand how
to
you got
buy
the
eggs and
$14,000.
Okay, now that I think about it, this whole bit is
Yeah.
ridiculous and it doesn't make any sense. And I would
Sure.
like to apologize. The whole thing's made up, guys. I just made up
Yeah.
the whole thing. I did not go to a
Right.
sperm bank. I've never been to a sperm bank.
You word associated yourself into a corner, Greg, is what you did.
I guess. Is that what this is?
You said bank or I said bank and then you thought sperm bank and then now we're
Yeah.
stuck. Yeah,
All right, so I just want to apologize. I made up that whole thing, guys. I didn't take out a loan. If I want to buy eggs and blueberries, I can just go buy them.
Wait,
I go
are
to
you
Tra-
saying
I go
you
to
make
Trader
things
Joe's?
up? Greg, you make things
I
up?
do make things up. I went to Trader Joe's yesterday, and this is actually
can't-
true.
I
You
can't
don't-
do this podcast anymore if you're making things up.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, good. All right, so Craig's
right.
gone. You guys now, it's just me.
Wait, can
And-
you not hear me?
Hang on. No, I got to just turn his volume down.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. All right. So now it's
Hey,
just me.
can
I
you
turned
still
his
hear me?
volume way down.
Okay.
So you
Can
guys
still
can't
me,
hear
though,
Craig.
if I
And I
yell?
just want to thank everybody for sticking with me through all the lies, the things that I say.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What? Are you
Can
still
you-
are you still talking?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Check. Hey.
I could hear you fine, but then I'm bringing you back
Oh.
up. But why are you making all this noise when you said you didn't want to be on the podcast, so I took you off the podcast. Now you're back.
Okay.
Men are so fickle, aren't they?
I mean, as fickle as anyone, sure.
Not as fickle as women.
Okay.
Am I right?
Okay. Okay. Hey, hey.
Hey,
Hey-o.
it's so true. Welcome to the Joe Rogan podcast, folks. Boy.
I'm just saying what people are afraid to say, you know? Let's just say what people are afraid to say.
Great.
You know?
Go ahead and say it.
Okay.
I
Maybe
pooped my pants.
I was gonna talk about poop. I don't even
Were
remember
you?
what I was gonna say, but yeah.
If someone pooped their pants, they would be afraid to tell other people. They'd be
why?
like,
Why you gotta be afraid? Why you gotta be afraid?
because
to say
they're
it?
embarrassed. They'd be like, no, I have no idea what that smell is. I smell it too. It's weird. People
know,
would be
I
like,
think-
well, let's go into the other room. Like, yeah, let's
I
go into the
think
other room.
everybody-
Oh, look, it smells like that in this room too. That
I
smells
think
horrible.
everybody thinks murder is good too, you know, and people are
No.
afraid to say it.
Murder is not good.
People are afraid to say it. You're too afraid. Come on, Greg, you're too afraid.
I'm not afraid. I'm telling you right now, murder is not good. I do
you're
not approve
scared.
of murder.
Listen, you're just listening to the liberal media. That's what you're doing.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I put on the overlay. All the stuff that's on the screen. That's the overlay
Yeah.
for Twitch. That's not what we wanted. We just wanted this.
It's all of a sudden bad movies live.
Yeah, all of a sudden that's what it looks like when we do
Yeah.
bad movies live. Now you guys got a sneak peek for those of you who don't have Twitch. Some people don't have Twitch. Oh
Yeah,
man,
why
I totally watched your live stream, but I don't have Twitch. Yeah, I just don't have it.
Yeah, how does one have Twitch? I guess you
Well,
have a
you
Twitch
can
account.
download the Twitch app if you want, or you could just watch
Yeah.
it in a web browser. It's up to you.
Yeah.
The only thing is, if someone is not registered on Twitch, they cannot participate in the live comments, which are kind of one of the most fun parts. You leave a comment, I respond, like right now. Like let's wait right now for someone to leave a comment, and we can respond.
Okay. But this is just us recording.
Yeah,
We're
I
not
know.
live.
So it might take a while because it's
Yeah.
like 4 weeks later this goes live. So this might take 4 weeks.
and we'll have to stop and convert it and upload it. So
Yeah,
we
I don't
won't
think
even
this is
be-
going to work.
No, this isn't going to
Hang
work.
on, I'm getting confirmation that this is not. No, that's not. It's not a thing that will actually happen.
Yeah.
Gary Busey just told me.
No, he didn't.
He's like, "Hey man, it ain't
He
gonna
didn't.
work. What you trying to do, man? It ain't working."
He's not. He's not.
He's
listening,
right there.
Greg.
Oh, now he's offended. He's offended that you think he's not there.
Well, why do
You
I
have
never hear
offended
him?
Gary. And let me tell you
Why?
something. You do not want to offend Gary Busey.
Why do I? I never see him. I never talk to him. Why is he
Well,
listening?
It's not my fault. If you show up to the weekly meetings, he's right there. He's at every single meeting that we have. He sits at the head of the table. The only way that I can get him to come to the meetings is if he sits at the head of the table. But don't tell him this. There are two sides of the table. One is the head and one is the foot of the table.
There's actually probably four sides.
It's really long, but he sits at the skinny end he's sitting at the foot of the table. I sit at the head of the table.
Well, why wouldn't he hear what you're saying right now?
Shit.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. I didn't think of that.
Is he talking to you now?
No,
Or,
he's not. Now he's giving me the silent treatment.
Oh. Or did he step away? How do you know he's giving you the silent treatment? He could have
You're
just
right.
stepped away.
He might be pooping. You
Yeah.
know? He poops just like anybody else.
It could be any number of things. It doesn't have to be him pooping.
I got to be honest with you. He poops, but he does not poop like anybody else. The way that Gary Busey poops is not
Wait, how do you
anybody
know
else.
How do you know this?
There are certain things that I just know. And one of the things I know is that Gary Busey is a unique pooper.
You can't just know this. Did you see this? Did he tell you?
He sends videos.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. You don't have to watch those videos, you know.
I also don't have to edit one in to the podcast starting right now.
No. You
No, I
didn't
know.
have-
I'm not
you
going
did-
to. That's because I said I also don't have to. I just said I don't have
Okay,
to.
good.
You're not listening, man.
Okay.
You need to
Yeah, but
listen with your head.
But you did the announcer voice and you said starting right now or starting now. Like you were going to do it.
No, but I said I didn't have to.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't have to do
Yeah.
another one starting now.
Yeah. See, no one talks like that unless they're actually going
I
to
do.
do something. You know?
I do.
Yeah.
I
It's
do.
like in
I think
an
that-
entertainment setting.
And let me tell you something. I think
yeah.
that you're going to start talking like that starting now.
No, I'm actually not gonna. I'm not gonna talk like that. I
Craig,
don't feel like it.
I love doing this podcast with you. I have a great time.
I do too. This is a good time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's great. It's a great time.
We should make time to do one of these every week.
We do, and sometimes we do two in a week.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
Sometimes we do none in a week, though. Sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to make the announcement. Craig and China. China, by the way, is Craig's wife. I don't know if any of you knew that Craig was married, but he's married.
Yeah, they probably do.
They don't have any children. It's just
If
the two
they've
of
been
them.
listening for a while, they know that I have a daughter named Ada.
Oh, you have a
And,
daughter now. Congratulations. You had a little baby?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
7
so
years ago.
great.
Yeah.
What? Oh my
Yeah.
God, time flies. I feel like
Sure,
you
yeah.
just had her like 5 seconds ago. That's crazy.
No, well, that's because you're just forgetting. For
What
some
is she
reason.
now?
But,
14? Is it another 7 years that passed?
No. It's still 7. Yeah.
Okay, I don't really
Time is
understand how time
passing
works. It seemed
normally.
like those first 7 years passed in 5 seconds, and now it's been like
Yeah.
30 more seconds. And what is she
You're
still
basing
7 right now?
time, yeah, she's 7. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it seems like when you're in the middle of it, time is going slow, but then you're like, oh my God, all those years passed.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, my son is 9. Next week he'll be like 90. That's how
No, he'll
fast
be 9.
time.
He'll be
time-
9. He'll be 9.
Okay, I don't really. Again, I don't get it, but I
Yeah.
mean, I just think it's amazing that time passes quickly, except when you're in
Yeah.
the middle of it.
I think time always passes at the same rate.
I don't know though.
If you remain on Earth, yeah. I
Like
think
let's
so.
let's say that you're just like at a concert and you're like, let's say you're like the Beatles reunited and you're there and they've brought back like the skeletons of George Harrison and John Lennon and they've animated them and they made
Okay.
them and AI has their voices and so like you got skeleton George Harrison and skeleton John Lennon singing and then actual Paul McCartney and but AI has also made his voice sound good because he doesn't sound good anymore. And actual Ringo Starr, who dyes his hair, by the way, and it's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Ringo Starr died?
No, he dyes his hair. His
He
hair
died?
died. No, his hair died.
He died?
No, his hair.
That was a Greg
his
Benson
hair
joke,
died.
everybody. That
There,
was a
it's
Greg
really
Benson
good, though.
joke.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace. Rest in peace. Ringo Starr's hair. It died. But anyway, you'll say you're at that concert and you're like, oh my God, this is the best time I've ever had. I hope this never ends. Time is going to pass very quickly. But then the next day you go to the DMV and you don't have an appointment and you have to wait in line for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That time's going to go very slowly. Both things might have been 90 minutes long. And one will seem to go quickly and the other will seem to go slowly. So time is relative.
Well, it just feels that way. It's just your own feelings, your own emotions.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But time is relative.
Yeah.
That's why they call it Uncle Time. It's like he's like a relative of yours. Oh boy, the old Uncle Time's coming to visit again.
Never heard that expression.
You never heard
before.
about Uncle Time? It's
No.
because time is relative. It's like he's your relative.
Okay. Well, that's not true. You're just making that up.
I don't think so. I think that's actually the truth, and that's just how it goes.
I mean, people do say father time.
Again, another relative. You can say father
Sure.
time, uncle time. Women probably say aunt time. You know,
Women say aunt time. Why
yeah,
would
aunt
women
time,
say...
or they call her like by her actual name was this sissy,
So because
CISSY.
because they're women, they're referring to time as female.
Yeah,
So they're
exactly.
saying-
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
saying
Wait, what do you
aunt
think?
time?
Women are going to have like male time? It's ridiculous.
Okay, all right,
Women don't
all
want
right.
masculine time; they want feminine time.
Okay, which I mean, yeah.
Ask your
probably.
lady if she wants some feminine time today.
Okay, I will.
Say, lady, do you want some feminine time?
I mean, fellas want feminine time too, if you know what I mean.
Can you text China right
Eyebrows.
now?
I'm raising and lowering my eyebrows right now.
Yeah. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Text China right now just to
Yeah.
see her reaction and just text her, lady, would you like some feminine time today? Question mark. Just do please text her that right now, please.
Well,
please.
the problem is she's at work. I don't think she'll respond right
Oh
away.
no, she's
but-
working.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you can't get any feminine time when you're working.
No, but that should be something we should bring up again. And
Yeah.
I should do
That's
that.
a pretty good question to ask your lady. All right, everybody listening, if you got a lady friend,
Yeah.
whether she's a sexy lady friend or a non-sexy lady friend, you text her right now and say, "Lady, would you like some feminine time today?" Question mark. And don't spell out question mark, but then just put a question mark there. And you should probably put a comma after the word lady. Lady, comma.
Capitalized lady
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Capital L lady, comma. Would you like some feminine time today, question mark? And just see how she responds and leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments over at YouTube and at Patreon and at Pod Porpoise. I forget what the name of all the pod websites are. Go to podporpoise.gov.
Pod Porpoise, yes.
I don't know. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
That's the end of this episode of...
It's run by the government, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was gonna say that's the end, but you're in the middle of talking, so the music didn't start.
Do we have to even have an ending? Can we just end it?